Oh man. Greetings, family, and welcome to SBL Talk. It's a special episode, and I'm only gonna be here for maybe an hour. BB408 to Brother Elijah, BB408 to Brother You Got Ripped Off, and BB408 to RBG building. I apologize for the change of time. Um, you know, had to get some things together because I wasn't going to do the show. And then I saw that, we passed the milestone. So that's why we're on tonight. We're on to celebrate that. I'm on to thank you all because, as it says, it takes a village. And, there was innumerable amount of people who helped me reach this milestone. Thank you, brother RBG. And really, I was kind of, it was unexpected. I just put it like that, especially at the beginning of the month or beginning of September, I should say, last month. It looked somewhat insurmountable. I'm not going to lie. So I'm not going to do the normal things I do. I will just put the pledge up here. As I said, I would always start with the pledge. So we're just going to look at the pledge, And I'm kind of at a loss for words, I guess, as y'all could tell. So I was hoping some other people would show up. I was hoping our producer would show up so I could thank her. Because without her, I wouldn't be doing content. So many other people. Brother Genie, of course. And as the brother said, it's Nat Turner weekend. It's actually the 4th anniversary of me making content on the channel and then passing the milestone all at the same time. So, and Brother Genie starting his tour tomorrow. Again, that's at that will be at 5 p.m. tomorrow at eLife. Which is at 9033 Central Avenue, Capitol Heights, Maryland, 20743. The event is free, but it will not be live streamed. It will be recorded. So if anybody wants to contribute to that financially, speaking of which, brother, you ain't tell me I don't have no music on. Here we go. I got the banner out here. Flying blind. Here we go. Let me adjust the music real quick. Because it is SBL. I thought I adjusted it when I came in here, but apparently I didn't. But it is an SBL Talk episode. It's an SBL Talk night. But this type of, we're not talking about relationships in the classical sense right now. We're going to talk about the love of the people. If not for the people, we wouldn't have gotten here. So like I said, I'm only going to be on here for an hour. I'm just going to leave it at an hour. It's still an SBL Talk episode, bro. So we're going to do the SBL Talk thing. So we're going to have the smooth music on. It's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to be on for an hour. I see none of the sisters came through to congratulate me, which means they already getting ready for the club or whatever, or getting hugged up with their booze. So I ain't mad at them. Before they straight Black Pride brother Rocky. So yeah, so if anybody wants to, what was I saying? Anybody wants to contribute some funds for the recording tomorrow, I greatly appreciate it. And because we were still trying to get to that $50 mark. We're still trying to get to that $50 mark. But anybody that contributes more than $10, you get that recording free once I edit it, depending on how it goes. How long it takes me to edit it. Brother Roque has already secured his copy. So, brother, I'll make sure you get a copy of tomorrow's event and the event in Baltimore, the recording for that. So you have both of those secured. And let me know if you got let me know if you've seen the Save America rally. Because if you haven't, I'll edit that, and because I only did some light editing. I didn't edit anything special to it, but I'll add a little other to it, and I'll send that to you because you'll enjoy that. So yeah, man, I'm just on here just to thank everybody because okay, all right, I got you. Oh my goodness, Sister Poetry here. Good to see you here. Kind of surprised, thought you'd be out and about on Friday night, but yeah. But yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna say never though. I had many doubts that this day would come. You know what I'm saying? I had many doubts that I'd be able to look up and, they say, oh yeah, we'll monetize you. So, I went through the process of individually seeing which videos I would monetize and which ones I wouldn't. And then when this came on, the first thing that popped up was a advertisement for something. And I'm like, yep, that's different. Like, before you even get started, welcome to this commercial. So get used to it. Yeah, that was gold. The goal, our motto was get monetized or get deleted trying. And we got monetized. And they deleted plenty of content along the way. They were like, nah, you can't talk about that. You can't talk about that. So I was just like, okay. So, but shout out to YouTube. We'll see how long we can keep our monetization. So, if how can I put it? If the tone changes, because the content's not going to change, but if the tone changes a little bit, y'all understand why. And I'm speaking specifically to a handful of people. Y'all gonna have to tone down a little bit because I think some of the reason why some of the stuff didn't get fully monetized. Because I'm trying to figure out. I was going through some videos and I was like, man, I didn't say anything disruptive here. And they're like, yeah, you can't monetize that one, but you can monetize this one. So I was going through that today, and I'm just like, wonder if the comment section is the reason. But I appreciate y'all's support anyway, because y'all keep it exciting in the comment section. So we just going through the usual slides. I'm not even going to read them because we'll get back to SBL Talk in its original format next week. We're just using euphemism. In fact, we gotta come up with new euphemisms because the AI is probably like, nah, I know what that means now. I will just read this one real quick. Let me just read this. This says, put this up here. In the African conception of a society, there is no concept of individual success. The success of a person is due to his individual talents combined with the nurturing and guidance of the community. I don't know how in the world I messed that up, but so be it. The success of a person. Oh, I just read that. The community includes elders and ancestors, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and even children. The wise man learns from all who are in his vicinity, and they each contribute to his wisdom. I would not even be creating content if not for people like Cindy Ashby, Sister Marcia, and many others. And there are many others who convinced me to continue the journey despite the obstacles. And you all have my greatest thanks. I'm sending out special shot to brother you got ripped off. There's been many times we've discussed ways to move forward with the channel. So he's been a sounding board in this journey as far as content creation, and especially here on YouTube. So I thank you very much, brother. You have done this as much your triumph as mine. Being completely honest, that brother has literally in multiple ways kept the train rolling, kept the channel alive in a lot of ways, like y'all don't even know. So special thanks to that brother. He's made a lot of sacrifices for the movement. So I can't really thank him enough. So if this thing ever jumps off and is really, really successful, I'd be sending my Google money to him. I know he won't take it, so I gotta find a way to sneak it to him, you know what I'm saying? And then put it in his pocket when he ain't looking. But so it takes a village. For Sister Cindy asking me to do content for On the Wake Up Radio, the YouTube thing would have never happened. And if it wasn't for Sister Marcia, I wouldn't even know Sister Cindy. So shout out to that sister. I don't even know if she even watches the show. There's some other sisters that I know don't watch the show that encourage me to do stuff. They don't even talk to me no more. They don't even like me. You know what I'm saying? And no, I didn't do nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? They just have moved on with their lives and married and have children and all that stuff. So shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you. So I appreciate all of that, but it has taken a village. And if anybody wants to come on and just chop it off, I guess I need to put the old link in here. Is it a link? Yeah. Let me see. And there we go. So yeah, the link is in there. So if anybody wants to do that, like I said, I'm only gonna be on here to 10. And at 10, I'm gone. So there's that. And this is what it feels like, man, because it's a set of y'all on Instagram and a set of y'all on YouTube that I know are always gonna be here. That's what it feels like, when you get that support from that group of people that is going to like it, share it, subscribe, post it on their Instagram and stories and show up. And, for those of y'all that I see in person, always have a smile and a hug and dap and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. The state that the movement is in now, the love of the people is the reward for the work. And so I appreciate that and it's always funny too, because sometimes when you're out and about, you don't expect anybody to recognize you. And sometimes people are like, "Hey, ain't you?" And I'll be like, "Huh?" You know what I'm saying? So that's always hilarious. And I wish, brother, and I didn't tag him, so that's why I ain't. Because and y'all, you know what? While I'm kicking out stuff, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think? Because I'm thinking about doing, and I just thought about it today. I'm thinking about doing a live, in-person live stream episode of SBL Talk. Like, we've done singles mixes and we've done like community meetings about Black relationships and all that. So I'm thinking about doing one of those. I just thought about it even before I even knew this monetization would take place. So y'all let me know if y'all think that would be a good idea. I mean, I would only do it maybe quarterly, maybe once like quarterly, like maybe February next year. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that idea, because that is something I was thinking about. It's just a matter of finding venues. I know there's one place I could do it. I know there's one venue I can do it. There may be two. There may be three. But one of them is actually, a couple of them are better suited than the other ones, but that's neither here nor there. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that idea. Y'all think that the people would first of all, y'all think the people would come out? Like, do people care enough to even come out to an event like that? Or are we just like, y'all let me know that. And y'all think people would view it, because of course I would have to set it up smooth and had to have proper lighting and decorations and all that type of stuff. Probably make it free just to get the ladies out. Clubs still do that. Ladies free before 10, 11, 12, whatever time. Is that still a thing? Because y'all know I haven't been to no clubs in a long time. And what other ideas y'all have? Because here's the thing, and let me say this now. SBL Talk is going to continue to be what it is, and the center is going to continue to be what it is. But here's probably what's going to end up happening. More than likely, the things on the center are probably not going to get monetized. They're going to get limited. And the things on SBL Talk will probably be the things that have to carry the show. Because y'all know, as I said, what my goal is. The goal is simply to make enough money via YouTube to pay for what it takes to make the stuff on YouTube, and to make enough to be able to improve the channel, improve the content. So better video production, editing, better free up time to be able to produce more content. Stuff like that. On location stuff, like what I'm talking about as far as that event. Sister Poetry says, yeah, as in, yeah, that's a good idea. Or, yeah, people will come out. Or yeah, can you elaborate for me? So that's that. And I would eventually really, and this would be, well, first of all, let me say this. First of all, we have to stop World War III. Yeah, brother, you got real low. Yeah, the Cashapp still works. I appreciate it. Anybody wants to donate so I can buy because y'all know where my money gonna go. If you donate via the Cashapp tonight, the money's going right to eLife tomorrow. So it's going to circulate in the Black community at least once. It's going right to some other Black people. Now, I can't tell you how much it's going to circulate in that business, other than I know that that little bit of money will go for him to buy some food from whoever. Oh, yes, as in free before 12. Oh, okay. See, appreciate it, but I didn't know. So yeah, so y'all know how it is. This money is getting circulated it's either going to be circulated to help the channel, or it's going to get circulated to a Black business. But see, so none of the brothers go to the club. Interesting. Or nobody wants to admit it. So they like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Of course, the sister's gonna let us know. But yeah, so that's pretty much how this is gonna work. Just me looking at how it's set up. The SBL Talk is gonna be the thing to pass the monetization, and the center is it's gonna be the political show that it is, and we just I have to be me. Like, we're in the, even though we don't want to get political here, like, there's a lot of things happening around the world that are um, crucial, for lack of a better word. And those are things that we're going to have to talk about. And, if you look up, seems like the same people are always in the midst of it at this point. Roger Rocket say stop going to the club when he hit his 30s. And lounge, maybe, if it's an occasion. Yeah, bro, I understand that. I was never a club person. I was only going to the club when I was young. If it was live music, I was going to see live music. So if the live music was in a club, that's where I would go. The live music was in a stadium. Well, I ain't really like big shows because the artists I like weren't that big. But yeah, I would, like, still to this day, if it's some live music, I'm going. The last person I saw live was Alex Isley. Over at the Howard Theater. And occasionally there are people that come through that I don't catch. Like I missed Nas when he was here. I was trying to catch him and Wu-Tang. I'm just gonna see how many. I'm gonna try to sit through 2 hours, see if they could not N-word me to death to the point I had to leave. So that's the only thing with that's the only thing with old school hip hop. They haven't deleted the useless language, unfortunately. But yeah. But who else did I want to see that I missed? Like Kindred, the Family Soul was in the area one time, and I just missed that. I've never seen them, so. But yeah, now that I'm older, man, I'd rather see, for the most part, I'd rather see somebody that's doing something smooth, that's laid back. Because the world is hectic enough. I'm just trying to vibe, you know what I'm saying? Be around some nice looking, nice smelling sisters that have some decorum, you know what I'm saying? So you can only do that at certain venues and with certain artists. That's something that you realize as you get older too. You go, like, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's just certain places you can't go because one, you don't want to be the old man in the club, and two, the music they're gonna be playing, and three, the way people are gonna be acting, you're gonna be looking around like, what is happening right now? Right, you got ripped off. Oh man, that is funny. Oh man. Greetings, brother Jimmy. Greetings, brother. You said, yeah, man. I don't think I ever, get to the point of SBL Talk being the African Kevin Samuels with the old school wicker chair. That would be funny though. I shouldn't put it out there because somebody's gonna be like, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm about to implement that. He's had so many imitators. And brother said Ty and Dashiki. Yeah, Ty and Dashiki would be wild, man. Y'all know how I dress. I put like this. There has to be a lot of viewers for me to because the only thing is like that, when you on all the time, that means you gotta have a rotation of gear. That means that, it's gotta get a lot of viewers before I get to the point where I can get a rotation of dashikis. I have one different one each week, because that you at least want to have 10 that you can rotate before people be like, man, he won that last week. You know how people are. They start talking about you. About how he gonna tell us about that? He rocking the same dashiki. you know how people are, man. But that's funny. The African Kevin Samuels. Well, So yeah, that sometime in 2025, if we still here, these people ain't totally out of control. I'm gonna do a live. We'll do a live event. We'll do a live SBL Talk event. It may not even be. Chances are it won't even be in DC, or even in PG. But I'll work on that, and I'll let y'all know in advance, and we'll see how that goes. So that means I got wait. I don't know. Y'all tell me. If people, the way things are now, if you just tell people that something's going to be live stream, is that something that you think it makes people want to show up because they want to be on the internet and express themselves, or you think that makes people not want to be on? Because I don't know. I know people. I know clout's a big thing, but yeah, I don't know how that works. We've done it before as far as filming it, but we didn't stream it. So streaming is different because that means there's no filter, which means you kind of like got to figure out. Oh yeah, you say sharing the mic? Nah, definitely. It's like I said. What the first thing I would probably do would be a community discussion. So we'll do it like that, then the people in the audience can speak. Just like SBL Talk. That's SBL Talk was meant to be interactive. But the audience for it has to grow more for it to be interactive, for us not to have the same people on. But yeah. So those are ideas I'm just throwing out. So, by the way, speaking of interactive and whatnot, the link. Let's see. Yeah, now the link is in the chat. Like I said, we are only going an hour. I might as well put up the rules of the show. These are rules of the show every week. And always be respectful to each other. Never use derogatory language towards or about Black people. Women are not B's and H's. Such language is prohibited. Once it's a mistake, twice is banishment. Black people are not N-words. We don't use the word. And you can speak with passion, but be respectful. Seek truth and understanding, and speak and avoid stereotypes about the complementary gender. Those are the rules. So those will always be the rules of SBL Talk, because we can disagree without being disagreeable, right? And that's one thing that we have to the polygamy episode. Hey man, I'm probably if I do that, I'm probably gonna end up asking your least favorite person to come on. Not that I think. I have no idea whether they would accept or not. I've never talked to the person, but I'm talking about. Just having to follow her on social media. Not gonna lie, she doesn't seem to be very successful at it, but she's a big advocate of it. So that in itself is worth a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know that how big y'all think the polygamy episode would be. Is that worth something? Is that worth doing next month? It's such a controversial topic, or at least I think it's controversial. Maybe it's not controversial anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because a lot of people are doing unregulated polygamy anyway. But I think it's controversial because people are having trouble Yeah, brother. Eventually, we're gonna have an episode of discussing polygamy. Eventually, I just don't know when. A couple of guests that I'm in mind to ask. They're just kind of controversial. How can I, they seem to find themselves in the center of controversy now and then, but it is what it is. You got ripped off talking about some people are what do you say? People are successful in terms of reproduction. As far as polygamous reproduction, yeah, that's that it was a book. I can't even remember the name of the book now, so long ago, from years ago. And the brother that wrote it, who used to be strong, I heard he's not as strong in his old as he reached his elder years, but he called it the ball game. That's what he called unregulated polygamy. Oh, brother, you said it'd be controversial. Yeah, we'll see. And I forgot why he called it the ball game, but he was just talking about brothers just running around with different sisters and trying to keep them satisfied and things like that. Oh, all right, brother, you got ripped off. Yeah, now go ahead and do what you gotta do. I already know you on that mission. But the book is like 40 years old, and that hasn't changed. Other than the fact that the only thing that's changed about it, I think, is more awareness amongst men, some type of way. And the other thing that's changed, well, no, this is what's changed. This is what's changed. What's changed is men's awareness that they are on a woman's roster. That's what has changed. It's always been known that men had a rotation of women, but what is now more known is that women have a rotation and a roster of men and have men for different purposes. Now, that's a discussion. Next time we talk about taboo topics, which will probably be next week's show, Taboo Topics Part 2. That'll probably be one of the taboo topics. I wish brother you got ripped off was still here so he can remind me, but I'm gonna run this back. I'm gonna listen to it. That's gonna be part of Taboo Topics Part 2, because it's known, but we don't talk about it. Like, now women have rosters, dudes are volunteering to be side dudes, and not in a way of how players used to be back in the day. But I can't even really describe it, but it's different. Like, dudes are just trying to get in where they fit in with women, and it's I don't really understand it, because there's more women than men, and it's not like you can say that the woman that you're a side dude to is this quality woman, because if she was, he wouldn't have you as a side dude. From my perspective, you see what I'm saying? So I don't get it, unless the woman is just that fine. And as men, we complain about women, but we change the rules for women that exceed a certain level, a certain looks level. So I don't know why men sit around complaining about women changing the rules for certain men, because men change the rules for certain women. Like, I can sit here and say, yeah, I don't understand the side dude thing, but at the same time, no woman I really just think is like that, for lack of a better word, that I just find incredibly appealing to approach me like that, and what I'm saying, and put that on the table. It's easy for me to say that now and just sit here on the mic. They say, yeah, man, I would never do that. Yeah, but your dream girl don't ask. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names. But it's some women that I see online that if they look like that in person, who knows what I agree to, And I ain't gonna say no names because but there's one that is one. Oh man, there's one in my mind that's running through my mind right now. I don't know, but I'm just glad the chances are I'll never meet her because she lives nowhere near here, so I ain't got to worry about it. But yeah, so that's something that's one of the things I might talk about. I don't know. Y'all gave me any other taboo topics that for next week's show that I didn't cover last time, because it's funny. I was listening to this is how I found out. I was actually going to prepare for the show tonight, and I was looking at the last SBL Talk episode on taboo topics to see what I hadn't covered. And then I noticed that the subscriber number had went up. And then I had to do something. I forgot. And then I went back to my phone and realized it had went up again. And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. That's we might pass the threshold. So that's how this happened today. I was preparing for the show and then realized, so that's why I decided, all right, well, I just come on and, man, thank the people, which is really the purpose of the show, to thank y'all, to thank the people that's going to listen later, that's not listening now, and the people that's just been supporting, because, like I said, wasn't sure this was ever going to be a thing. And it's like, y'all tell me, y'all like this picture? AI rendition. That's what it felt like here on before the brother kicks off his tour. I'm trying to think. Y'all let yeah, we get back. What you say? What you say, brother? You got ripped up. You came with something random. Oh, you talking about taboo topic? Oh, well, yeah, that's a taboo topic. I was like, yeah, that's gonna get demonetized. You say the eyes, man, AI. You gotta run things through AI like 3 or 4 times. One thing I've seen people do that I started messing with a little bit as far as like AI is the AI, what you call it? The using it in film, like create the people and then create realistic people and emotion and stuff like that. But it still looks weird. Yeah. Fingers are just, AI just struggles mightily with fingers. I don't know what that's about. And the eyes never, you're right, the eyes never look. Because I've seen some people that have they do AI movie trailers, like famous movies, but they make them as if they were made back in a different time period. And they look cool. But like you said, the eyes are always kind of weird. Like it's uncanny. So, but that's something I'm experimenting with as far as AI. I guess you call it AI filmmaking. That's something I just started experimenting with, like literally last week. So if y'all see something AI generated, it just means that I mastered it enough to at least put something publicly out there, and we'll see how that goes. But that won't be for a while. That won't be. You got to worry about seeing that this month. That's just something adding to the skill set. But yeah, so if anybody wants to come on and come on the mic and congratulate me, this is your last. It's not your last chance. You got 14 minutes and 30 seconds or so. And then, like I said, man, at 10 o'clock this time, I'm out. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram at dc.radical1, on Twitter at dc_radical_one, on OTW2, which is a free speech platform at DC Radical 1. And you can donate via Cashapp, $DC Radical 1. And you can email me at dc.radical_1 at protonmail.com. And also shout out to StreamYard if you would like to, you want to do some live streaming, you want to do StreamYard. Always keep a link in the description of the videos. If you purchase a month of StreamYard, you get a discount and I get a discount. And they've been doing that for a while. So, and also for those who may listen later, you Black-owned business and you would like to do, like to sponsor a show, just hit me up. Send me an email at my Proton Mail email account if I can get it out. Getting tongue-tied for no reason whatsoever. And that email is running across the screen. dc.radical_1 at protonmail.com. Because there has to be a few Black businesses that other than restaurants. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking about it. Like, most of the businesses I know are either restaurants or where I'm looking, restaurants or people make clothes. So brother Jimmy, hold on a second. Let me get you on real quick. Let's see. Brother Jimmy.
Good evening, my brother. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well, brother. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? Thank you for asking. Yeah, it doesn't look too good for your boy Trump, man. It looks like even though Kamala Harris was she just joined the race in August? Like the end of August or something? And it looks like
Hold on. We're not here to talk politics tonight, brother. We're not here to talk politics tonight, brother. That's another show. Not tonight. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I don't even want to talk about Mr. Trump because he has done something. When I come on Tuesday, I'll talk about him because something he's doing now is he's making a grave mistake. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, other than that, no politics.
I got you.
None of that stuff, man. None of that stuff, good brother.
Yeah, not tonight, right?
But I appreciate it. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Man. About the polygamy topic. Let me ask you this: do you agree with it or disagree with it?
Well, I've stated this before, and I'll say it again. I agree with it in theory, but in actual practice, let's just be honest, man. If we can just be completely honest, have we shown the capacity to maintain one relationship as a community overall here in America? Anyway, I'm not talking about anywhere else, just here in America. We got 50% divorce rate. We got children out of wedlock. We got all this other stuff going on. So, in theory, sure. In practice, we haven't set forth any laws, rules, or regulations to be enforced. We don't have any elders to help facilitate these things. So, I mean, it sounds good, but in actuality, that's a hard road to hoe. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, this is a change of an opinion because I believe in the past you have stated that you don't agree with it.
Well, I think for the most part, I said in theory. I mean, because I would put it like this: right now, women are choosing a lot of sisters are choosing to date outside the race. We see a lot of that now. I see a lot of that now. Like you can't unsee it. A lot of children are. I mean, a lot of women. Excuse me. A lot of women are choosing alternative lifestyles. That's been going on. That's not new, but it's like I see more and more younger women doing that, or and trying to go back and forth because they can't quite figure out what they're trying to do with that. And so, if I had to choose between all of those other things and some type of polygamy that we can like try to regulate and put some structure into and a system, I'll take the polygamy over those other things because those other things ultimately don't benefit the community. That's just how I see it.
Okay, so are you saying that the reason why sisters are dating outside of race is because there's not enough available black men out there?
No, but that's been a trope that's been drilled into our women's head for so long that I think is in women's mind. And a lot of women, it's not that there are not enough men. It's just that they can't. The men that they want is not the men that are interested in them. That's what goes on a lot, right? Like a lot sisters won't talk about that because they want it. That's not something they want to admit. You see what I'm saying? Like the men, that's a big thing that's going on in the community. It's going on with women and it's going on with men to a degree where people can't get the people that they want. So therefore then there aren't enough good, quote unquote good, because no one ever actually, like when you ask people what's good or a good man, quote unquote, and it's become this nebulous thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it becomes real hard to define. And the whole thing in a nutshell is that sisters don't
mean they say that.
Yeah, and here's the whole thing in a nutshell that women don't want to admit. Part of the good that they talking about is good looking to them, right? It ain't just like women never talk about that part, right? But when they talk about good, they be talking about height and all this other stuff. So really, they be talking about the 6'6" man, and part of the 6'6" man is looks.
Right, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't say it. So my thing is just put it on the table. Keep it 100. Like I know for myself personally, I had a 6-pack. I attracted more women. That's just all to it. You know what I'm saying? It's plain and simple. I'm literally the same human being, for lack of a better word. But yeah, when I had a 6-pack, I attracted more women. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So BU48, the brother suck. So yeah, so you got anything else, brother? Because we only got 4 minutes left.
Okay.
No, 5. Wait, 5.5. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to circle back to what you said about desire. You said a lot of women, they want a certain type of man, but those men don't want them. Correct? Mm-hmm. That's what you stated.
Yes, sir.
But the thing is, a lot of these women that you're talking about that's dating outside the race, they are getting like the men that they want, but the only thing is they're just not getting the Tom Brady's and the Tom Cruises. So they
when I say not getting the men that they want, I'm saying they weren't getting the men that they want in the community before they stepped out the community. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, but then those women, you see, you gotta remember though, you know what I mean? This is something we don't talk about with our women because we don't like a lot of us in our communities. We don't to criticize black women. But here's the issue with that. A lot of black women don't. The reason why they don't get the women that they want is because the men that they do getting, the man that they wind up with is actually their counterpart. You know the whole saying, you attract what you are. So if a black woman was sleeping with like let's take the Breakfast Club interview with Candace Owens for instance, right?
Well, I can't take it because I didn't see it, so I can't.
You never saw it? You never saw it?
No, I never saw it.
Well,
no, I never saw it.
Yeah, but Charlemagne the Fraud, he questioned Candace Owens because she's always talking about how she always seemed concerned about the black family, but she's married to a white man.
Right.
And then one part of the conversation she talked about like when she was younger, she used to date Asian men. You know what I mean? Like so she was like, you know, dating the whole rainbow. You know what I mean? Out at the different parts of her life. And you know what I mean, a black man like me who will see that a woman, you know what I mean, dating all these racist type of men, I'm like, okay, she's definitely not qualified to be with me. And other brothers might see that. So the woman that a woman like her will attract is her counterpart. Someone, a man who doesn't value himself in his community and wants to date and mingle with other races as well. You know what I'm saying? So a black woman can attract a man that is her counterpart. She's not gonna attract a man like me who exclusively only dates black men. So if I see you date all these different races of men, I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Now hold on, brother. But here's the thing: you pick somebody that had, in essence, you're saying has never dated black men. So she's not even part of the community. If you've never dated black people, you're not part of the community. You just a European with a tan. Like those people don't even exist to me. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody like, we just using Candace Owens because you use her. If she's never dated black men, then I mean, she's not even part of our conversation.
Yeah, you know, but she did. She dated black men before, but you know what I mean. She dated like she said she started off with like a great Asian kick in her life. You know what I mean? Like she used to love Asian men. I was like, oh
yeah, I don't
so
even.
When I heard that, this woman was a coon all her life. But
so that's what I'm saying. Like, because I don't know anything about her background or whatever. But we got some black people, not just women, but we got some black men that. Some black people, they don't grow up around black people. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. The former quarterback, Robert Griffin III. I've never seen him sit. Only time he next to a black woman is when he was on ESPN. that was it. He'd never come close to dating a black woman. But he grew up in the military, and you know that whole military lifestyle. You're not really part of a community. So you know, it is what it is. I just put it like this. Us worrying about people who obviously aren't worried about us is a waste of time. That's all I would say to that. I'm not worried about those people because the time of separation and survival is pretty much here. And so those who want to build, that's who we build with. And those who don't, we see them at the crossroads. So, brother, you got ripped off, so it's time to wrap up. So I appreciate you, brother.
Well, thank you for picking me up.
Yes, sir. And we can continue this conversation more next week because we are going to do taboo topics. So it seems like you got a lot more on that. So we'll deal with that. So thank you, brother.
It sounds good. All right, take it easy. Black power.
All right, brother. Peace. All right, brothers and sisters. So, Brother Jimmy came on. You know, he wanted to talk politics, but This is not a politics night. This is a celebration night. Appreciate brother, you got ripped off. Appreciate Sister Poetry for being literally the only sister to come on and congratulate me on the congratulations show. Because that's what this really is. This is the congratulations and thank you episode of SBL Talk. So SBL Talk is gonna come back on next week, next Friday. Probably 8 instead of 9. It was only 9 because I was late doing the show. So I thank you all for listening. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And because we passed the threshold, you will get content. Because I'm trying to figure out the algorithm and the pay structure and all that. You all will get some content. You'll get some radical reports and some clips from other shows and things like that all this week starting Sunday. So I will not live stream Sunday, but I will have some content up Sunday. And the center will be back on Tuesday. That's the plan right now. Unless something major happens in the world, then it'll be back on Monday. And there is a lot of major stuff happening. So thank you, Sister Poetry. Thank you, Brother Jarake, for your donation. You got ripped off. Brother RBG, Brother Jimmy. I know Brother Eli, who I'll probably see at the event, or at least one of the upcoming events. So, by the way, Brother Jenny did put out the schedule. When I come on Tuesday, I'll let you all know the schedule for the upcoming events on his tour. And yeah, that's it. So again, I thank you all for listening. Thank you all for your support. You can follow me on Instagram at dc.radical1, on Twitter at dc_radical_one, on OTWTube at dcradical1. Donate via Cashapp, $DC Radical1. And you can email me at dc.radical_1 at protonmail.com. So with that, I say a BB for ODA and straight black. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also follow us on our other social media platforms. On Instagram, we're at dc.radical1. On Twitter, we're at dc_radical_one. And the Cash App is $DC Radical1. Again, thank you for subscribing. A BB for ODA and straight black pride.